Hola a todos. The silence in the room was deafening. The rain lightly tapped against the window panes, as if wanting to comfort Demet's heart, which had not found peace for hours. Sitting on the couch, knees hugged to her chest, she stared blankly into space. There was no more music, no more color, only blurred images of a past she couldn't forget. And among those images was him, Kun. Not an actor, not a star, but the man who, for a period too brief and too intense, had inhabited every part of her heart. It had been some time since they had broken up, or at least since they had stopped saying it out loud, because the truth was they had never truly said goodbye. They had just stopped searching for each other, stopped writing, stopped appearing together, but every now and then, from a distance, a song, a photo stolen by paparazzi, a glance during an interview, all still spoke of them. Demet had tried to move on, immersed herself in work, projects, and travels, but every time she stepped off the stage or returned home alone, that emptiness devoured her. It was an absence unseen, but screaming inside. Then that night, that cursed event, that red carpet. She didn't want to go. Something inside told her to stay home, to protect herself. But people insisted, saying everyone would be there. Demet and him, two words that had changed everything. Demet wore an ivory dress, simple yet elegant, light makeup, loose hair. She didn't want to attract too much attention. She had learned to defend herself from the noise. As soon as she arrived, the flashes went off. Journalists shouted her name, but she only looked for one face. One. And then she saw him in the crowd, standing confidently, the usual smile that enchanted. But he wasn't alone. Next to him was a younger woman, probably an influencer or a new colleague. Beautiful, yes, but that wasn't it. It was the way Khan looked at her, or at least it seemed so. Demet froze. Her heart stopped beating for a moment, hands trembling. I saw him with another, and in that instant I closed my eyes, not to not see, but not to cry. How many times had she dreamed of this? How many times hoped it was all a nightmare? Demet locked herself in the bathroom, away from photographers, away from the world. Her phone vibrated. Missed calls, messages from people, but nothing mattered anymore. Leaning against the wall, she slowly sank to the floor, and in her mind, a memory. I will never stop looking at you like this, Demet. Even if one day we are far apart, even if the world changes, you will remain my only truth. Was that phrase true? Had it ever been? A few hours later, Demet confided in her closest friend, Is. She said nothing for a while, then, like a dam breaking, the words all came out. I saw him. He was there, but with another. And she squeezed Demet's hand. Maybe it's not what you think. Demet shook her head. No, it's not so much that he was there, it's how he looked at her. It was the same look he had with me. It was familiar, and I no longer exist in that look. Back home, Demet opened a drawer halfway. There was a letter, one she had never sent, written months before. It was a confession, an unsent goodbye. Dear Khan, I don't even know if you will ever read these words, but I no longer know how to hold all of this inside. I miss you, but not like missing a person. I miss who I was with you. I tried to hate you, I tried to forget you, but every time I close my eyes, you are there, and I don't know where to go to escape you. Demet never sent it, and now it was too late. The following days were long. The tabloids exploded with photos of the new couple. Fans were divided. Some spoke of betrayal, others of simple collaboration, but Demet, not yet, just a cold void. An incredible exhaustion, as if her soul had stopped fighting. A week passed, slow, filled with heavy silences and sleepless nights. Demet avoided anything that might bring her back to him, interviews, events, even social media. But the past, when least expected, knocks on the door. An unexpected call. A familiar number. Demet, hi, it's Ferret. I know it's a bit strange, but we need you for a special project. Ferret was one of the directors with whom she and Khan had filmed one of their most beloved series. He was discreet, respectful, but his request was a bombshell. We would like you and Khan together again, just for a commercial, 3 days of filming in Tuscany. Demet felt her heart stop. With him? I understand it's difficult, but you're magical together, even for just a few minutes. The next night, Demet stayed awake until dawn, staring at the ceiling, thinking about everything. Accept, refuse, see him again. It would either break her or finally close that chapter. Finally, a phrase came to her mind, one her mother told her as a child. You don't run from ghosts. Demet looked into her eyes. The country house where the commercial was filmed was nestled in green hills scented with lavender and silence. Demet arrived first, dressed in white, hair up, beautiful but fragile. When Khan arrived, time seemed to stop. He approached slowly, tired but alive. He looked at her, and for a second, it seemed he too was struggling not to cry. Hi. Hi. That was all. No apologies, no reproaches, just two souls who no longer knew how to speak to each other. They had to shoot just one scene, a walk through the fields, hand in hand, like two lovers reunited after years. The crew was silent, the air thick. When Demet put her hand in his, something broke. Their fingers still remembered the warmth, the weight, the silent language of skin. They walked without speaking, but their eyes said everything. Pain, nostalgia, regret. You okay? I survive. I saw you that night. I know. She was important. Khan lowered his gaze. It was just a way to feel less empty. Demet closed her eyes once again. Always the same reflection, protecting herself from pain. After filming, they stayed for dinner at the estate, just the two of them. The sunset painted the sky orange. Khan poured himself a glass of wine, then said with a broken voice, I never forgot you. There hasn't been a single day I haven't thought of you. Demet's heart beat fast, then firmly. So why did I have to see you with another to realize it? Silence. Khan stood up, approached slowly. Because I was afraid of us, of what we are. You were real, and I wasn't ready. Demet got up, eyes shining. I loved you like I've never loved anyone, and when I closed my eyes that night, it's because I didn't want my heart to see the dream we had created die. He brushed her cheek. Are we still in time? We are. Minutes passed slowly, and silence spoke more than words. That night, they didn't sleep. They walked among the vineyards, shared everything they had kept inside for months, the fears, the regrets, the unspoken if. In the morning, when the sun returned to illuminate the hills, Khan took Demet's hand